What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for all the support y'all been giving on all of these videos. I really do appreciate it. And make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. And let's get right into this story time, because this is a good one. This is the time that I crashed my Nissan 370Z sports car in a winter ice storm 2 weeks after owning the actual vehicle. So let's get right into this. So this time I was working at a rental store. We're gonna call it Home Greats. If y'all know what it is, y'all know what it is. But it was on a Saturday morning. I had to work at around 6 a.m. But I had to pick up my bro. We'll call him Rush at the time. Me and Rush worked at this retail store, Home Great, and we had to work early in the morning, about 6 a.m. So I had to get up at around 5 a.m. to actually pick him up. Now, around 5 a.m., there wasn't anything out there, no ice, no snow, no nothing. I didn't see anything out there. It was just really, really cold outside, stuff like that. So I thought I would bring the sports car out and we'd go to work. So I go pick up Rush. We go to McDonald's in the morning. Then we go to Home Greats. Once we got there, it was still not snowing or anything like that. So we went inside, started working, putting up rugs, moving furniture out to the floors, making sure everything was ready. So when the store opens, people can come in, buy stuff and all that. But once the store opened, it started snowing outside and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. And it didn't get bad until around 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is when it started to actually get bad outside. Started to actually starting to snow heavy and stuff like that. But then around 2 o'clock to around 2:30, I decided to take my break. So I took my break around 2:30, decided to drive around just to see if I can, actually drive. If I couldn't drive, I wouldn't have taken it. So 2 o'clock, I drove around, probably like up and down the street. Like, it's a little highway that goes on to the actual street. Get there, we make it back. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking it's all good. We'd be able to drive home and stuff like that. We get off around like 4 o'clock and stuff like that. So 4 o'clock came. I'm thinking we're about to leave. Rush is like, bro, he wants to make more money and all that stuff. So I decide, you know what? Since he wants to make more money and stuff, we'll stay and we'll work hard and, get more money. So we didn't actually leave until around 6 p.m. Now, 6 p.m. comes around. We're done working, all that stuff. We head back to the car. Now it's turned into like ice. It's really ice out there, less of snow. So we get to the car, we turn it on, everything like that. The car starts. We're like, okay, start driving out the parking lot. We see one of our friends at the time. He's older male. We'll just call him Mash. Mash was there. We pull up next to Mash and we're like, oh, you need help, anything? Like, because I have the little scraper to scrape the snow off your car and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, I got one too. So scrapes it off the car. We talk for a little while. We're like, okay, we need to hurry up and start getting getting home, because it's about to get worse out here. So we start heading out the parking lot. And when we head out the parking lot, the first sign that I should have noticed was we started drifting right when we started to get out the parking lot. So we're drifting around 2 corners trying to get out the parking lot, and I should have noticed that, but I wasn't paying attention. I was just really trying to get home, stuff like that, and I was talking to Rush at the time. So we get on the highway. We go about 3 lights down. We see multiple car crashes, like one's in ditches, other one hit another car. We're like, wow, this is bad. We're thinking, we just pray that we get home and stuff like that. And at the time, I'm a new driver. I was really young when I got it. I worked really hard for the car, but I was around 18 years. I was 18 years old, something like that. About to turn 19 in a little while. But decide that I need to drive. I was driving. It was a 55. I was driving 50. I knew I should have driven slower than that, but when you're young, you're not really caring. You got a sports car. You're with your friend. You playing music. I'm going 50 miles an hour on an ice storm. So once we get to the 4th light, I decide I want to go from the right lane, because the far right lane, to the middle lane. So I switch to the middle lane, and right when I switch to the middle lane, the car loses traction. We lose traction and we start drifting, and I'm like, me and Rush get absolutely silent. Nobody says anything. I'm trying to catch the wheel. So I catch it the first time. The first drift, I catch it. The second drift, I catch it. But the third drift, I do not catch. For some reason, the traction now snaps back into place. But we are now facing the wrong way. Instead of facing straight, we are now facing straight into the guardrail. So we go straight into the guardrail. And me and Rush at the time think that, you know, we're gonna be fine, you know, it's just front bumper and stuff like that. But then 2 seconds later, the lag hits and we start spinning. We start spinning around in circles. We, you know, spin around maybe twice in the car, and we hit the opposite guardrail on the opposite side. When that happens, my airbag deploys on the left side, not the steering wheel, but the left hanger one goes off. And now we're sitting still, and for like 1 minute I black out. Just for 1 minute I actually just black out, and I wake up to Rush, you know, shaking me like, you know, you good, bro, and stuff like that. And then I wake up and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So after that, we had to call our parents and stuff like that to make sure, you know, they knew what was happening and if they could come get us and all that stuff. And after that, we pulled into a little neighborhood, because now we're still facing the wrong way. Instead of facing the way to go straight, we're facing the way of traffic coming. So, but we are on the like edge where there's a neighborhood you can drive straight into. So I drive right into the neighborhood or whatever. If the car turns on and drives into the neighborhood, park the car, and we sit there and wait for the parents and stuff like that to get here. And, you know, we're all distraught and stuff like that. I'm just happy that he was safe and all that. But the moral of this story is be careful when you're driving in the winter ice storm or driving in general. You know, just make sure you're watching out for stuff. And this is just part one of the section. There will be a part two where I explain what happened with the car and see where else that goes. But if we have to get to 5 likes, if y'all can hit 5 likes, I will do that video. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for all the support y'all been giving on all the videos. Let's keep going strong and all that. And I'm out.